It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's Awkward Tuesday phone call.
In case you didn't hear last week's Awkward Tuesday phone call, a girl named Rachel was convinced that her boyfriend Nate was cheating on her because he had secretly taken out a second credit card. It turns out Nate was just using the credit card to buy some WrestleMania memorabilia.
Because the poor guy, I mean, it was his favorite thing ever, and she made him get rid of all of it.
She basically undressed him on the air. Here's a clip from Rachel.
You are not buying more Wrestle dolls. That's what you're spending your money on?
They're not dolls. It's memorabilia.
Not doing that.
They're collector's items. They're going to appreciate in value over time.
Are you kidding me?
I might even be able to, make some money off of it someday.
Oh, okay, that's great. And, what are you going to do with the money you make? You going to buy more dolls?
I don't know, babe. I'll share it with you. I collected it over time for a long time, and then all of a sudden you were like, you got to get rid of all this stuff. And I wasn't ready to do that.
Because nobody wants to be with a guy who collects dolls.
I had so many people ask me about this over the weekend, just like, dude, did you hear the way that she treated him? We got tons of phone calls and texts at 78592. People hating on Rachel for treating Nate like that. Well, Nate actually emailed the show, and he's on the phone with us this morning. Nate,
Sweet Nate.
what's going on, man?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
I'm all right.
You sound beaten
Just all
down.
right, buddy? What's going on?
Well, last week was pretty rough. My family heard it, and my friends all heard it. And
Dude, yeah. I mean, seriously, everybody I talked to over this weekend was just like, I can't believe that he puts up with that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of that phone call, you just still didn't even sound upset or angry that she was, controlling like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I deserved some of it because I was, dishonest. I was operating, I took out a credit card without her knowing, and, so she definitely laid the smack down. But
Yeah. I would have thought that after that phone call, she would have just been happy to know you weren't cheating on her.
Yeah.
Me too, but it seemed worse.
How have things been over the last week after, you talked to her on the phone and she made that Awkward Tuesday phone call and, told you basically to get rid of your WrestleMania stuff? How have you
Not
guys
good.
been? No?
Yeah, I've been selling the stuff again. It's ridiculous.
So you're
Something
selling
I
off-
don't want to do.
You're selling off your WrestleMania stuff.
Yeah, I've
Because-
been selling it all off again because she's been making such a big deal out of it, and it's the second time I've had to do it.
I think, you know what,
Absolutely.
Nate, how dare you have other interests than your girlfriend? I think that's pretty rude.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's ridiculous.
So why don't you tell everybody what you want to do today with your Awkward Tuesday phone call?
I want to dump her.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Now,
Yeah.
No.
He emailed us and said he wanted to call her and break up with her. And why do it this way?
Because she really, took me down last week on the air, in public, basically. And I want to do it publicly as well.
Or, Nate, are you just scared that you're going to go back on your word this
No,
time?
I'm going to be the man this time.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not going to, bow down and, kiss her feet or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes you need a good friend with you who will help push you off a cliff.
Jubal.
It's true.
At least we're giving him a parachute,
Yeah,
okay?
it's tough to have that conversation, especially, Nate, I'm assuming that she's pretty much run things in your relationship. I'm not
Definitely.
assuming. I heard it happen live on the air. So you might, you need a little extra help to get it done. Now, what are you going to say to her when we get her on the phone?
Well, I'm just going to be like, Rachel, last week during the Awkward Tuesday phone call, that was like a total pile driver for me. And this week, I'm going to body slam you.
Yeah, that'll...
Totally ruthless and...
Yeah, maybe dial down on the wrestling talk. Like you're not in a post-game or pre-match interview with whoever's doing it now. I don't even watch wrestling anymore.
I've just been waiting for this all week. Once it was Friday, I knew, and I was like, it would be perfect to do it again on the Awkward Tuesday phone call. and I'm so ready, just like super fired up about this right now.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call Rachel, and let you do your thing. Let you deliver the smackdown.
I'm ready.
It's awkward.
It's Tuesday.
It's Brooke and Jubal's awkward Tuesday phone call.
And this one is going to be awesome. There's power in numbers, Nate. All the texts in at 78592 say, go for it, man.
Yes.
You should not be in this relationship. You need to break up with your girlfriend.
Exactly.
Totally.
If you're just tuning in, Nate wants to call Rachel, his girlfriend. They live together, and he wants to break up with her because last week she called him and thought that he was cheating on her. Turns out he wasn't cheating on her because he took out a secret credit card. The secret credit card was so he could buy his Wrestlemania memorabilia back. She even got more pissed about that, just pantsed him on the air, basically, and yelled at him for that and said he's got to sell all his WrestleMania stuff. That opened his eyes, and now he's like, you know what? This is a bad relationship. I shouldn't be in it. Are you about ready to give her a call and break up with her?
Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
Now, Nate, off the air, you told producer Boyd that Rachel is scary, and you're very nervous. And being a part of the Awkward Tuesday phone call last week, I can tell you, yes, Rachel is scary. How do you think she's going to react?
I would imagine there's going to be some yelling.
Yeah. I would say in a normal breakup, you'd be like, she's probably going to cry. Here, no.
Right.
She's going to
No.
All right. And
I've never seen Rachel cry.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
Do we have the censor button ready?
and you guys live together, so this is probably going to be pretty tough to,
Yeah, well,
Figure that out.
I've made up my mind, and whatever it takes.
All right, man. We're going to call her, let you do your thing. We'll jump in when you think is necessary, okay?
All right,
Here we go. Good luck and Godspeed, my friend.
I'm ready.
Hello?
Hey, Rachel, it's Nate.
Oh, it was calling from a weird number. Where are you?
Listen, we need to talk because last week was one of the worst weeks I've had ever, and it was because of the way things went down on the radio, and that was a huge wake-up call for me, and we're breaking up. I'm done.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about what happened last week when you called the radio and had them call me about a credit card that I had opened, and so I need to move out.
Okay, Nate, are you done?
Yeah, what?
Okay, for number one, I'm really proud of you that I guess you grew some today, and I guess you could talk to me like another human being, and not like you were like I'm your new mommy. So thank you very much for like growing some. Secondly, you're obviously not moving out, and we're obviously not breaking up. You couldn't live on your own if you wanted to. It's like letting a baby live on its own. You have no idea how to use this. Do you know how to use the stove? Do you?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay. Do you know how to get the stains out of your clothes, out of your underwear? Do you know?
All this kind of, like, condescending...
What is this about? Is this about your mother?
No, it's not about my mom. Not every single thing I say to you is about my mom.
What's so funny about this is that, like, it's so ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous at all. Actually, if anything's ridiculous, it's the fact that I put up with all this crap that you give me.
You know what, Nate? This is fucking ridiculous. Do you have any idea how lucky you are to be with me? Do you know how often I've been like, oh, I don't know, can I date a man-child? A man-child who doesn't know how to do anything for himself, who doesn't know how to make a spreadsheet, who doesn't know how to use anything on his computer except eBay to look up his Wrestlemania dolls. It's fucking ridiculous. You are a totally inept man, and I have been so kind as to love you anyway, and this is how you treat me.
All right, well, those are like, whatever. Those are some things about me, all right? And so they might be good points, but, like, you're
being fucking ridiculous, Nate, and I'm done having this conversation. I'm done having this conversation with a child.
Jubal, can you help me out here?
Wait, what?
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Rach.
Nate, are you f***ing kidding me?
How's it
Oh
going?
my God, are you so surprised? It's what you did
Are
to
you
me.
f***ing kidding me that you wanted to break up with me, but you didn't have the you had to call these guys to get them to help you?
Well, Rachel, you did the Awkward Tuesday phone call on him last week, and over the course of the next couple of days, he thought about it and emailed us and said that he wanted to call.
You know what? This whole thing is so f***ed up. Like, from top to bottom, it's so f***ed up. And I just feel like I don't even know what to say. In fact, I don't want to be on the phone anymore.
Hey.
You know what, Nate? I think maybe you're right. I'm f***ing done. I'm done with this. Yeah. I'm done dating a child.
Wait, Rachel, hold on.
No, Nate. That's what you wanted. Don't
Well,
backtrack. Stand your ground, sir.
Are you going to beg
Listen,
for me
Rachel,
back as you always do?
I just want to look. We should just talk about it at least. Like, you don't be so quick to decide like that.
Oh my God! Now you want to talk in person? This is hilarious. Should I just see you at home?
No, Nate, this is what you wanted, man. Like,
Is this what you wanted? Why don't you be a f***ing man and make up your mind?
Oh.
Look, well, we've been together forever, and like, you were like, what happened last week was really bad for me, and I wanted to show you what it was like.
Nate, stick to your guns, man. If you don't want to be with her, you said that Rachel, he said he's been unhappy for a while because of the way that you treat him.
I don't know, Nate. These guys are giving you great advice, and I don't think your dolls are going to give you such good advice. Like, I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, it's a lot to take in right now, and I'm just trying to process the whole thing, but...
All right, this is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Weird that a breakup would be complicated. We're going to have to finish up, put you guys on hold, let you figure this whole thing out yourself, okay?
I mean, I think I'm done unless he can give me, like, a reason not to be.
What is it? Just to prove himself now?
Well,
Is the reason going to be when he can't fill out an application to, like, move into a new apartment?
How pathetic is that?
all right, Rachel, I'm gonna put you guys on hold, send you into Producer Boyd, and let you guys hash it out.
Oh, man.
My prediction, they get back together and live a long, happy life.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Said